Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Yes, indeed. Amelia Kitty is on my lap. I'd lift her up so you can see her, but that would just irritate her, and then she'll jump. Her ears are like, right here. Look up. So she's right here. Hopefully she's not going to get mad and leave now. She's just feeling very clingy, so that's okay. She's a good kitty. All my hamsters are sleeping. Gojira is asleep in her divot. All my others are asleep in their nests, and that's okay. I can hear some of them eating, like a little dust mop is actually eating underneath this little enclosure, but he's stretched out, and what they do is they'll just close their eyes and eat as they're half asleep, and it's really cute. But it's a good thing. I've had an early morning. Oh, now Amelia's jumping down because I'm not feeding her. That's the actual reason that she was up on my lap again with one of those, hey, I'll pretend I just want pets until you make a move, at which point, jump for the food bowl! Yeah, I don't mind pets for pets, but when she does that, it's like I'll just push her down onto the floor beforehand because I don't care. Didn't go walkies yesterday. I kind of feel bad about that, kind of don't. I mean, I have reconciled myself to going at least 4 times a week. 5 times, very, very good. 6 times something to shoot for. But if I don't go every day, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. My body is not going to perish. And in fact, one of the things I did today, and I started to try and do, because I was taking a shower, is I was thanking my body. I went and I started with just my bones, and I worked on my muscles and my various organs, and I thanked them all for working and working well, and it's a good thing. I mean, your body works for you, and it's... How are my limbs working here? I've got both my arms going that direction. I was trying to do this. Your body is... You are not your body. You are not... I mean, you are your brain without actually being your brain. Mind is a function of brain. So without the brain, there's no mind. But it's the function of the brain that creates mind. So it's not just the physical brain itself. It's the brain working that creates mind. It is that play of chemicals and electricity. That is you. So, well, yeah, you're not your body. It's the life support system for your brain, but you're all in it together. You know, it's, if your brain dies, your body dies. If your body dies, your brain goes. So, thank your body. Feel appreciation and pleasure and happiness toward the body that's keeping you alive. It's in this too. It may not be you, but it's got a vested interest in keeping you alive. So thank it. And it's a good thing. So yes, I took a shower this morning and excuse me. And that's a good thing. I'm tired and sore, but tidy. I mean, I'm always tidy, but, you know, scrubbed with my shower gloves, because I wear shower gloves, and chemicals, and so I'm scoured, and my skin is scoured, and, you know, I mean, I use a washcloth, and I wash the trouble spots between shower days, because I can't shower every day. It hurts too much. I simply do not have the energy to be able to do it with my fibromyalgia and various injuries, so every couple days I take a shower. I mean, I got it easy. I know several people on Facebook that with their chronic injuries that, again, they sponge bathe, they hit all their trouble spots, but they can only do an official shower, standing in the shower and taking an hour or however long it takes to shower. You know, because it takes me a long time because I can't move fast. And for other people who are moving even slower, it would take even longer. But they can only take a shower every week, 2 weeks, 3. So I got it easy that way. And showering daily is not good for your skin or any other portion of your body. You know, as much as the marketing departments of all the various soap and cleansing companies would have you believe, it is a good idea to not shower every day. Your skin dries out. You get rid of all the various oils that are necessary for it to function properly. So, hey, thumbs up. So speaking, I've been having troubles with my psoriasis again, right back in here. It's having a flare-up and I don't like it, and I just thought I'd mention that because it's annoying, and that's one of the things. I have to talk about stuff, and that's good things and bad things, things that frighten me, things that make me happy. I have to talk about. I have to bubble sort my brain. I have to try and not drool as I'm talking because that would be gross. I have way too much open. It's like a spotlight on my face. So here, let me shut that down. Come on now. And then that too. So I don't know, maybe there's slightly less glare from my monitor. Maybe. What is going on with my voice and such today? Hokey smokes, my sincere apologies. Good thing I'm not really worried about presenting a professional face to the world. You know, I don't have a vested interest in looking perfect at all times, other than my, petty and frail human nature. But past that, it's not a big deal, obviously. My petty and frail human nature, of course, will sometimes make a big deal out of that. But one of the things I do is I leave stuff like that into my videos to deliberately try and take the wind out of my sails so that I try not to feel puffed up about anything, artificially puffed up, because if you start believing in things, then you're going to act in certain ways, and that's not a good thing. So I always try to keep myself down to earth. You have to be careful with that because there's a difference between tearing yourself down and keeping yourself down to earth, but they can be pretty close together, sometimes tied together. But if you can do the healthy way of just keeping yourself down to earth, that's the way to do it. Don't tear yourself down just in that same thought, because that doesn't help. Tearing yourself down doesn't help. You have to be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself. It is a harsh, cruel, and terrible world. In places, not everywhere, and not all the time, there is still joy and pleasure, even in the worst places in the world. So that's a good thing. I did have an idea for a short story that I'm hoping to write and then get done. It's a silly short story that, of course, involves like the ending of human life for humor. So it's not a happy, friendly sort of funny short story, but hopefully it's going to be funny in that sort of that's appalling kind of fashion, because as much as I don't like to hurt people, as much as I get bothered when I see death used as humor in movies and TV, I still use human death as punchlines and jokes in my fiction all the time. So yeah, I mean, someone getting murdered with an axe is a terrible, terrible, painful, awful thing to even think about. But it can make an absolutely hysterical visual punchline to a good visual skit, and it can make for a funny ending to a short story. So the ending of human life in painful and horrible fashion, just for laughs, is perfectly valid, disturbing as that is. I mean, and it is disturbing because we shouldn't desensitize ourselves. We shouldn't normalize things. Normalizing is a real issue. It's why you have to be careful when you work in healthcare. You have to be careful when you work in government. You have to be careful if you are a lawbreaker. Because the human psyche normalizes things. That's why tragedy, when people who do horrible things, it's not a one day you wake up and you're the mass thing. It's slow steps until you reach that, because each step becomes normalized. When you normalize erratic, aberrant behavior, which you will do if you just do it, it's going to be horrible and awful the first time. Not so bad the second. By the third, you're starting to look forward to it. And on the fourth, you've got your technique down and it doesn't bother you anymore. It's normalized for you. That's why we have atrocities. That's why we have these bad things. You've got to be so careful. That's why, as much as I, like with the old EC comics, which started up the Comics Code Authority, which is why you can't have a whole bunch of the horrible stuff, even though there is, for the mass market, open, available, not the collector shop comic book stuff where it's as appalling as they want to be, and that's good. But it was because of like EC comics where they would have people eviscerated with axes and their decapitated heads dragged around by their hair and such like that. And on the one hand, it's like, yeah, you shouldn't have that normalized. You shouldn't normalize that sort of thing. It shouldn't be normal to picture a human being walking through a room that is ankle deep in human remain slurry with corpses and disrepair everywhere while hanging on to bits of, like a head by its hair. That should never be normalized. And that's what, that's why there's the term desensitization. You get desensitized, normalized. Where in the beginning, yeah, it's horrific and nightmarish, but by the time you reach that point, you are the person that's carrying a human head by its hair while wading through the ankle-deep slurry of human remains. And by that point, it's normalized, and you don't ever want to reach that. So on the one hand, bloody dentures. On the one hand, I don't think it's that bad. We shouldn't make it so that it's forbidden to think about, and it should be forbidden to do, but it shouldn't be forbidden to graphically depict in whatever horrific fashion. But on the other hand, no, it shouldn't be normalized either. That's why the tortured porn type movies I think they're perfectly valid, and I find them very disturbing and hard to watch because it's painful. I mean, watching someone be tortured, basically, it's all movie magic, but still, it's horrific and nightmarish. And yeah, it shouldn't be normalized. But on the other hand, it shouldn't be forbidden either to do in graphic depictions. I'm a human being. I'm a mass of contradictions. I don't like the idea of people being hurt. And yet I am an avid consumer of schlocky B-movie type horror flicks where the bigger the body count, especially the bigger the body count of innocent people that shouldn't be hurt in any way, shape, or form, and their only thing they did wrong was being impacted by this thing that's happening, and suddenly they're just a corpse. I like those kind of movies. But it shouldn't be normalized either. But it shouldn't be forbidden. But I don't know what I'm really trying to... I can't come to a big point where I can say, this is good, this is bad, this is what I like, this is what I dislike. Because I can see bloody near both sides of almost everything. And that's why I'm busy arguing with myself right now on this video for we shouldn't normalize it, but it shouldn't be forbidden either, because there's nothing wrong with imagination, even the depiction of things that are totally horrific and nightmarish. There's nothing wrong with that, even though it shouldn't be normalized. So I don't have an answer. Plus, and I hate to say it, even though I had a big old spider down over in this area of my bookcase over there, when I took this down this morning and was writing on it, I was erasing, and then this big old spider came down off the top part and was scrabbling around because, well, she had been putting up her nest or web in this area, and my taking the hat down and bringing the thing down really tore apart her work. And so she was freaked out and trying to escape. Unfortunately, that violated the unwritten contract, and I had to kill. I hate killing. I try not to, but I made it as quick and painless as possible. One moment she was gone and she was running and trying to escape, and the next she was gone. If you have to kill, take no pleasure and cause no undue harm and suffering. One minute she was here, the next gone. So I feel bad, but life is life. And I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab. Going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them later. Thumbs up the one I do. Answer as many as I can. You know, good, bad, or indifferent comment. Thank you for having left a comment. It is appreciated. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And it is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count in American Sign Language, with my fibro, depression, brain damage from my alcoholism and more, I got terrible memory issues. Getting better all the time, but still not good. Ben DeDonker, heck of a name, thumbs up and thank you. Kevin Shelby, greatly appreciated. Brownie Mix, I like the name, thumbs up. Big Chungus, of course, greatly appreciated. Richard Glenn, thumbs up and thank you. Kieran Slipknot fan, thumbs up and thank you very much. They hypnotize. That's a very frightening image. Thank you very much. Well, not image, but mental image. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Confused Owl, 29, thumbs up and thank you. Gavin Kiesebach, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. And Russian Timing, thumbs up and thank you. We have Kathy Kiskat, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. And John Cunningham, greatly appreciated. We have Just Stupid Games. Well, that's cool too, though. And it would be like Bro Logic, except LGIC, thumbs up and thank you. And Temper Swag, greatly appreciated. Zombie Wolf, thumbs up and thank you. And Swag Boy, greatly appreciated. Arthur Morgan, thumbs up and thank you. And then we also have Sipping on Straight Caffeine, damn straight, thumbs up and thank you. Boo Heist, greatly appreciated. And then we have SDH, thumbs up and thank you. Paladin Volume, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, they call me Skinny. That's a heck of a nickname too, Skinny. So thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It is appreciated. Thank you so very much. If you could, check out my various links down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now to the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. I hate begging. If you really could donate in any way, shape, or form, that would really help. I'm in a lot of financial trouble and it's not fun or funny. But if you cannot donate or anything like that, if you could check out my Amazon wish list, I've trimmed it down and I've tried to put like more cat food and such on there. If you could keep my cats, one cat, and hamsters alive, that would be awesome. I have food on there. If you could pick that up, that would be very, very cool. Now, I do not feel obligated, do not feel entitled. I got that backward. I do not feel entitled, do not feel obligated. Sorry about that. So if you could, it would be awesome. But if you can't or simply don't, that's okay and cool. And don't worry, I'm not going to freak out about that. I mean, why would I? So definitely a thumbs up. Well, shuckle my duckle. I've got this video here. I'm going to have a game video. It's Minecraft Monday after all. I'm going to have hopefully a song mutilation. I have a whole bunch of, well, hopefully 1 or 2 calls that I will make today. I've had the weekend to think about things and calm down, so I should be better suited to make phone calls, so that's a good thing. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. So try not to freak out. No one gets out of this alive.